Chapter 10. Building a culture of philanthropy, ensuring your mission thrives. Now that you have set forth this process, you must ensure its continuity. That's how you raise money sustainably. I always use this example when talking to founders. The biggest and most successful non-profits never put a pause on their sales or fundraising process. They have mastered fundraising and sales to the point where they have found a way to keep it running day in and day out. They know this world runs on attention, and anyone who can keep the attention going will soon find that they can't even hold the amount of riches and donations people are willing to give to them. This is one reason you must keep this fundraising process going. You must find more ways to reach more people, and you must make sure you serve every single one of them. This is what building a culture of philanthropy is all about, creating a standard fundraising operating procedure for your nonprofit and making sure that procedure is running in the background, active 24/7. Step 1. Fundraising is everyone's responsibility. Let's be real, fundraising isn't just about asking for money. It's about building relationships, creating impact, and inspiring people to invest in something bigger than themselves. If you want your nonprofit to grow and thrive, fundraising cannot be the job of just one person or department. It has to be part of your organization's DNA. This is what we call a culture of philanthropy. It means that everyone, your board, staff, volunteers, and even the people you serve, understands that fundraising is essential to making your mission possible. It's about shifting from fundraising as a task to fundraising as a mindset. You must let them know how their roles impact fundraising and guide them in a way that ensures they are supporting the organization's fundraising with every action they take. Too many nonprofits struggle with fundraising because they don't build sustainable systems. They rely on one key fundraiser, a few big donors, or a single annual campaign, and when those fall through, panic sets in. Fundraising is not just the responsibility of the executive director or development team. It's a collective effort. Here's how to engage everyone. Board members. Your board should be actively involved in fundraising, not just approving budgets. Train them, give them scripts, and make it easy for them to introduce people to your mission. Staff, whether they work in programs, operations, or marketing, every team member should understand the importance of fundraising and how their work contributes to it. Volunteers and ambassadors. Equip your volunteers to be advocates. Give them talking points, impact stories, and ways to introduce potential donors to your organization. The people you serve, if appropriate, empower those impacted by your work to share their stories. Their voices are powerful tools for fundraising. When fundraising becomes a team effort, it stops feeling like a burden and starts feeling like an exciting opportunity. Step 2. Automate fundraising to keep it going. With the advent of technology, you can automate a good part of your fundraising campaign, especially lead acquisition, using tech tools and software. You can set up these tools and allow them to run for you day in and day out, while you and your team focus on other pressing aspects of fundraising. The most successful nonprofits don't reinvent the wheel every time they need funds. They create systems that work on autopilot. Here's how you can do the same. Automated monthly giving. Set up a recurring donation program so that funding comes in regularly without constant solicitation. Email and social media campaigns. Use automated email sequences and scheduled social media posts to engage donors year-round. Fundraising software. Invest in donor management systems to track relationships and remind you when it's time to follow up. Planned giving programs. Encourage supporters to leave a legacy gift, ensuring long-term sustainability. Paid advertising. This can help you drive lead generation into your email list and fundraising process, where automated emails and programs can be set up to build your organization's know, like, and trust factor. Automation ensures that your nonprofit continues to raise funds even when you're busy focusing on your mission. Step 3. Build an advisory board that provides wealth, wisdom, and connections. A strong advisory board can be a game changer for your nonprofit. You need wealthy, wise, and well-connected individuals who can open doors, provide financial support in tough situations, and offer invaluable expertise and direction. Wealth, members who can donate generously and help sustain your organization during difficult times. Wisdom, experts with knowledge in nonprofit governance, fundraising, finance, and strategic planning. Well-connected, individuals with access to influential networks who can introduce your nonprofit to potential donors and partners. By bringing these key people into your advisory board, you ensure that your organization has financial backing, strategic guidance, and the right relationships to thrive. Their involvement should be directly linked to fostering a culture of philanthropy, helping you create sustainable fundraising systems, securing major gifts, and strengthening donor relationships. Step 4. Use the right strategies and processes. Everything you've learned throughout this book, from prospecting and making the ask to donor stewardship and follow-up, needs to be part of your ongoing fundraising strategy. Here's how to keep the momentum going. Document your processes. Create a fundraising playbook so that anyone who joins your team knows exactly how fundraising works at your nonprofit. Train and empower your team. Regularly train your board and staff on fundraising best practices. Measure what matters. Track donor retention, campaign success, and fundraising ROI to see what's working and improve what's not. Celebrate wins. Recognize and celebrate fundraising successes, big or small, to keep morale high and reinforce a culture of philanthropy. When you have a system in place, fundraising stops feeling like a series of one-off efforts and starts becoming part of your organization's natural rhythm. Your nonprofit's future depends on this. I want you to imagine something. Picture your nonprofit 5 years from now. You have a strong base of recurring donors, your board members actively bring in funding, and your team sees fundraising as a shared responsibility, not a burden. You have financial stability, room for growth, and the ability to make a bigger impact than ever before. That future is possible, but it starts today, with the decision to build a culture of philanthropy. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one action from this chapter and implement it right now. Whether it's training your board, automating a fundraising campaign, or launching a recurring giving program, just take the first step. Because the nonprofits that succeed aren't the ones that wait for donors to come to them. They're the ones that build strong systems, engage everyone, and create a culture where philanthropy thrives. Your mission deserves this. Now, let's make it happen.